Hey guys, hello, hello. Hey, are you able to see me, hear me? Am I visible? Yeah, okay. So, am I visible, guys? Can you hear me? Anyone is there? So, welcome to Chai Par Charcha. So, it is the time for us to be together. So I just thought about it. Okay, it's Sunday. I know so many people are busy, but sometimes this is just a relaxing time and we can all meet and chat together. Yeah, so by the time people will join, uh, let me see if anybody has messaged. And so I have not decided any topic. I thought today I will try to come through Zoom so that I can share some kind of visuals with you. But as usual, I am little tight technically, and it didn't work. So if anybody is online and message me whether I am visible and audible, just type V A and V or V and A in the chat box. Am I visible, guys? If you can just give me a permission that yes, I am visible and I am audible, then I can continue my chai par charcha. So cheers to you guys. Okay, so today actually I have not thought any topic as such. And if you guys have any topic, anything visible and audible, thanks Dimple. Thank you so much for your thank you, Magan. Thank you. Welcome to this platform of Chai Par Charcha as a confession box, right? So I always say it's a confession box. So anything anybody wanted to confess today, please type it. So sometimes I think the healing starts when uh, like we just bindas confess ourselves for certain things. I think that's a part of the healing. You guys will know when you go very deeply into it. Probably nowadays we are too much into lo kya kahenge, what people are going to say, right? So before I just go ahead, I would like to welcome each one of you to this new magical evening. And anybody realize that they have reached acceptance? Okay, we will reply on this question or to your question, Dimple. So the people who are new to this platform, I just say hello to everyone. And today we'll just go with the flow that how the questions are coming. So right now Dimple has asked for a question and we'll go a little deeper into it. And if you guys are my recurring frequent listeners, viewers, and watchers of my weekly live, then welcome back to this Chai Per Chacha. And as I say, it's a confession box. It's a kind of talk therapy platform where we can talk about the actual experiences what we face daily. And I always say that these kind of things are a mini workshops, and you can even write your notes and all those things. Right. Okay. So, Dimple, your question is that when does one realize that you have reached acceptance? So, when do we think that I have come out of uh, my overthinking? Do you think acceptance can connect to overthinking? So, rather than I will reply, I'm going to ask a lot of questions. So, you need to reply. Do you think your acceptance is related to your overthinking? Do you think you mean to ask me the acceptance is your uh, self esteem somewhere? Just reply me, Dimple. So, because it's very important for all of us to go a little deeper into it and understand. It's not about, okay, I'm getting some answer out of it. It's like I am doing the brainstorming. So, let's do brainstorming, and I think the answer would be much more clearer. What, yes? Overthinking or self esteem, or both? What it is? Is it a overthinking or self esteem? Right? So guys, acceptance, both. Yeah, absolutely. Now let's go to the overthinking part of it. So what do you think, how the overthinking comes into your life? Like what is overthinking? Overthinking आती कैसे है? हम्म both 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 ठीक है. Overthinking कैसे आती है? Any one word, Dimple. Just reply one word. Yeah. Overthinking, you know why we overthink sometimes? Because we are very conscious. Now you have to reply whether I'm saying as your this thing, that overthinking comes through our social and cultural influences. Do you know that we have so much of pressure about our social society? And when you hold on it on incident and then just think about it, yeah. So one reason for overthinking is the social pressure, you know, when we have too much of social pressure from here and there, from people, from from social media, right? Because we have we you know create the images in our head, and we then start thinking about it. And you know our brain doesn't have filtering thing, true, yeah. So our brain doesn't filter certain things. When mentally we are unable to filter things, that just goes and sits on our conscious mind. And when it goes and sits on the conscious mind, that's how the overthinking happens. Overthinking happens, and it's not only the social pressure, then it connects to your self image, you know, कि ओके मैं क्या सोचती हूँ अपने बारे में. लो सेल्फ इमेज, नॉट द हाई सेल्फ इमेज. When the overthinking happens, it automatically depletes your energy. Getting it? And it, you know, it makes you the most negative person sometimes. Most negative person. Like we only think about negative outcomes. We never think about positive outcomes. Are you understanding, Dimple? So this is what the overthinking does. Now, when the overthinking we do too much, then the self-image depletes. We cannot figure out what is right and what is wrong. So we don't accept everything what is happening around us, because we are very confused in our head, because we cannot differentiate, as I said, because we are putting the entire energy on that negative thought, on that what people will say, on that how I look, how I, you know, present myself. Always my thoughts are on my looking. So I am ignoring the plus points of mine, and I am only concentrating what is not there in me. Getting my point? Are you getting it what I'm saying? So just reply, then only we can, you know, go ahead and then understand that whether you are understanding or not. And people who are there, please reply. Magan, reply what Dimple is asking, and is you have a doubt here, or let's have a brainstorming. It's not about getting the answer here. It's about the brainstorming, right? Thank you, Mini. Thank you for your concern. See, acceptance always comes, first of all, we need to be aware of that what is happening within me, my feelings, my emotions. We actually most of the time ignore our feelings. Yes or no? We do not even bother about what is going inside me. We only bothered about what is outside me, what is just bahar ki dunya, you know, materialistic world, what people are saying, what friends are saying. Yes, thank you, Dimple. So what friends are saying, what my colleagues are saying, we never trust ourselves, we never ask ourselves, okay, what I want. Acceptance comes when my entire inside says that, okay, yes, whosoever I am, whatever I am, first let me accept whether I am wrong, whether I am negative, whether I don't know anything, I do not have skill. Okay, let me accept. If I do not accept that something is missing, I cannot work on it. Are you getting my point here? You will never work on it if you first of all don't recognize that something is missing within you. Whether it is a self-esteem, whether it is your negative thought, or whether it is your uh, you know low self-esteem. Getting it? So unless you recognize those triggers, so we have to understand our triggers. Okay, किस चीज पे मैं मतलब भटकती हूँ, कौन सी ऐसी चीज है जो मुझे एकदम से चाबी लगा देती है एंड मैं भागती हूँ, ट्रिगर्स क्या होते हैं? ट्रिगर यही होता है ना, चाबी डालो, टिंग 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 और ट्रिगर हो गया। कईयों को गुस्सा ट्रिगर करता है, चलो उसको जरा सा तुमने 2-3 वर्ड्स बोले नहीं नेगेटिव और वो बंदा ट्रिगर हो गया और चिल्लाने लग गया, राइट? सो यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज माय ट्रिगर्स। यू नीड टू सी कि मैं कब ट्रिगर होती हूँ, कौन से ट्रिगर से मुझे अपने अंदर एक सेल्फ एस्टीम, लो सेल्फ एस्टीम फील होती है, कहाँ पे मैं लो फील करती हूँ, मैं मुझे अपना कॉन्फिडेंस में लूज करती हूँ। व्हाट आर दोज थिंग्स? सो यू नीड टू मेक अ लिस्ट ऑफ इट. So must make a list of those things. And I think this exercise, I always tell my students, my people who are around me, that please write every day, because every day is a new day. We every day when we get up or when we sleep in the night, we see so many things visually. कितनी चीजें, और जितना हम विजुअली देखते हैं, बेशक वो सोशल मीडिया हो जाए, या वो यूट्यूब हो जाए, या वो नेटफ्लिक्स हो जाए, या वी आर गोइंग आउट और हॉलीडे, और हम लोग कितनी चीजें देख रहे हैं. हाउ मेनी थिंग्स आर वी आर लुकिंग? दैट मच इंफॉर्मेशन इज पासिंग इन टू आवर सिस्टम. गेटिंग इट? Getting it, guys? So we are taking that entire information inside us. When we are taking that thing inside us, now मुझे बताओ कि आप जब ओवर ईट करते हो तो क्या होता है? Either you get vomiting, indigestion हो जाता है, right? Stomach ache, lose motions, something of the other happen. When indigestion happen, when we eat too much or when we eat wrong, it is exactly with our thoughts. When we are having the wrong thought process, or we are over taking the knowledge from outside. When we are taking over knowledge inside, so what happens? It is an indigestion in our mental frame, right? Getting it, guys? So we have to understand that how much I have to digest, how much I have to take. So first step is to recognize your triggers, recognize your moods, recognize your feelings. So if I'm ignoring all these 3-4 parameters, definitely it means that acceptance is still not coming up. Acceptance is not a word. Acceptance is you can't see, you can't see acceptance. It's about consciousness. Yes. Consciously what you are digesting, consciously what you are eating, consciously what you are accepting, So sometimes we do not accept certain things, just vaguely हम ठीक है वो मैंने एक थेरेपी सेशन किया था, उसमें मेरे को 2-3 एक्सरसाइज की मैंने. I think I started accepting myself. So means in my head I am thinking, okay, I have accepted myself. But what you written is, Dimple, is the perfectly right, that consciousness. Consciously have I accepted myself? Consciously I really mean what I do? Consciously those things are into my action? Consciously those things are showing into my day-to-day routine? This is what the questions some you guys have to ask yourself. Getting it? So it's all about the self-introspection, which is very important. And as I said, that every day is a new day, new information, new thing, new additions. उसमें से डिलीट करो क्या चाहिए क्या नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि इतना कुछ रखेंगे ना तो ओवर हो जाएगा. We don't know then what is right for me, what is wrong for me, how much I have to accept, how much I have to delete. You can't expect to accept everything. You have to delete certain things into your system. So what happens is, when we consume so much of negative uh, thoughts, or consume so much of negative information from outside, so whatever the right information is there, that goes hidden inside. वो नीचे चली जाती है, वो पता ही नहीं चलती, जो चाहिए वो तो पता ही नहीं चलता ना, वो तो अंदर 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 दब जाता है. इट इज इन द लेयर्स. नाउ हाउ दोज लेयर्स विल कम अप? Anybody can reply here. How those layers will come up? There is a right layer, there is a wrong layer. Now the right layers were there. Okay, fine. I have created those right layers. But now those right layers, suddenly I am feeling, oh my God, where are those right layers? So what happens is, the unwanted layers are suppressing those right layers. How you can now take those right layers back? How you can take that right information back? Which is a confident information, which is like giving me a boosting, which is giving me the self love. Where is that? How I'm going to retrieve that? Anybody can tell me how you can retrieve that? Yeah, Dimple, Minnie, whosoever is there right now. Yeah, Arasu. Hey, thank you. Okay, great. Perfectly well said. So we need to understand that where my triggers are. So unless you know your triggers, you cannot get that 100% acceptance from yourself. So thank you, Arasu. Absolutely well said. Great. So got your answer, Dimple? So what do you need to do? What do you need to do? Just type it in the chat box. Type it in the chat box. Any other concern? Got your answer or no? Got your answer? Just type it in the chat box whether you got your answer or no. Thank you. Okay. Love you. Any other concern? Any other concern? It can relate to it, or any other thing which you feel. Be more conscious, know my triggers. And you know the answer, right? This is what we were talking from a couple of days back also. So you need to understand how you have to find your triggers. How to have to. I do. Okay, thanks. Okay, guys. Anybody else have any challenges, any questions? Because today I don't want to go into some topic or ज्ञान बांटना है. मुझे ज्ञान नहीं बांटना, guys. मुझे ज्ञान नहीं बांटना, मुझे शेयर करना है. I just wanted to share with you. I just wanted, if I can help you into your any kind of self introspection, or any kind of self doubts if you have, which you feel that it is stopping you for your progress, it is stopping you to live your desired life. If it is anything in your current situation which maybe relates to your relationship, maybe relates to your health, your physical health, your mental health. In fact, from mental health, I would like to share here. I think I have couple of times shared earlier also, which is a really, I'm very concerned about it, because nowadays I'm meeting a lot of people like that we talk about. Yeah, like yesterday also I had a get together with my friends, and I was just observing the talks, what we all are having it. So I realized that we talk about our physical diseases very, very happily, कि ये हो गया, वो हो गया, आज मुझे स्टंट लग गया, आज मुझे मेरा हार्ट वीक था, आज मेरी ईसीजी हुई, आज मेरा ये टेस्ट, आज मेरा वो टेस्ट आई, मेरा ब्लड टेस्ट एंड ऑल दैट. That is very openly we talk, but we never talk about our feelings openly. We never talk about our mental health openly. Mental health is the main thing. If you suppose you have XYZ physical diseases, it's all related to your emotional setbacks. We repress our emotions a lot. We do not understand that we are repressing our emotions, and because we are repressing our emotions, it is straight away connecting to our mental health. And when it connects to our mental health, both clash. And when they both clash, then the disease born. Getting it? So disease doesn't born just like that. बीपी ऐसे ही नहीं होता है, शुगर ऐसे ही नहीं होती है, यू नो। स्ट्रेस की वजह से हमारी बॉडी के अंदर से कुछ केमिकल्स रिलीज होते हैं, और अगर हम उन केमिकल्स को टाइम पे नहीं रिकॉग्नाइज करते तो वो डिजीज में कन्वर्ट हो जाते हैं, यू नो। गेटिंग माई पॉइंट हियर? सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर ईच वन ऑफ अस, जैसे कि हम अपने मेडिकल चेकअप्स के लिए हर 6 मंथ्स में डॉक्टर्स पे जाते हैं. सो आई इंसिस्ट एवरीवन टू प्लीज have a therapist, have a consultant, have someone to talk about, have someone where you can go after every 6 months, every 3 months. Just review your mind, refresh your inner world. You know, you cannot be outer world always if you have not recognized your inner world. Getting, guys? So it's very important for you to recognize your triggers, recognize your pains, recognize what is going inside me. Getting, guys? Are you there or getting bored? Nobody is replying here. Whether you are listening me or not, that also I don't know. Whether you are shuffling to this window, to that window, this is what I'm talking about. That we take so much of information. आप एक पोस्ट देखने जाते हो इंस्टा पे, and then you keep on looking for hundreds of posts on Insta. So what is happening? You are taking in extreme information inside, and that information is not going to help you. Hey Shivya, how are you? Thanks for coming. Right? So it's very important for each one of us to review our mental health, to review our emotional health on the regular basis, how we are reviewing our physical health. And mark my words, if any one of you start doing it, believe me, आपको डिजीज पकड़ेगी ही नहीं. फिजिकल डिजीज का मतलब ही नहीं आने का. अगर मेरी थॉट प्रोसेस क्लीन है, it's absolutely my house is cleaned, there is no cockroaches, there is no spider webs, कोई मकड़ी ये वो कुछ नहीं घर पे आएगा. If I'm cleaning my house regular basis, if I'm looking it deeply my drawers, I'm organizing my each and every drawer, I'm organizing my each and every cupboard, there is no silverfish in my clothes. Getting it? You will not get silverfish. नहीं तो कपड़ों में silverfish आ जाती है. Yes or no? कितने लोग ये जानते हैं कि अगर हमने कबर्ड्स को ठीक तरह से क्लीन नहीं किया तो silverfish खा जाती है कपड़ों को. Right? जूतों में वो वाइट फंगस आ जाती है. एग्जैक्टली हमारे अंदर भी ऐसे ही होता है. बहुत सारी चीज़ों में फंगस लग जाती है, मकड़ी के जाले लग जाते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि सब कुछ वेग होता है, हमें पता ही नहीं चलता. बिकॉज हमें अपने ट्रिगर्स के बारे में ही नहीं पता है, हमें अपनी पेन्स के बारे में ही नहीं पता है. और हम बाहर ढूंढ रहे हैं कि ओके बाहर जाके हमें मिलेगा, अच्छा यहाँ आंसर मिलेगा, इसको सुन लेते हैं, उसको सुन लेते हैं, उसको सुन लेते हैं. हम इतना सुनते हैं कि एंड ऑफ द डे हमें ये ध्यान नहीं रहता कि ओके किसका सुनना मुझे मेरे ट्रिगर्स को ठीक करेगा, मुझे सही करेगा, मेरी सॉल्यूशन मेरी प्रॉब्लम की सॉल्यूशन देगा. राइट? सो लिसन हाउ मच यू नीड, सी व्हाट यू एग्जैक्टली वांट टू सी, यू नो. तो उसके लिए क्या करना है? अपनी इनर वर्ल्ड से अपने आप को आपको ओपन अप करना है. इफ यू आर हैविंग अ लो सेल्फ एस्टीम, जस्ट फाइंड इट आउट व्हाई. आस्क द क्वेश्चन व्हाई फ्रॉम योरसेल्फ. Clean your inside, clean your vision, and that will only happen through a bit of calmness, a trust in you. Getting it? Anybody has any questions? Shivya, type any question, any challenge. Not yours, anybody else, doesn't matter. You are getting, I think you are to getting lots of things outside, right? Because you are, so Shivya is a lawyer. I know her personally. She's my niece, and and I love the part that when my family comes and boost me and be with me. So that I feel very strengthened at that time. So I love my family, and thank you so much everybody whosoever is there, Minnie, Shivya, everyone, Magan, Dimple, everyone, whether my students or my friends or colleagues. So thank you so much. Uh, so I was just telling about Shivya, that Shivya is a lawyer, and I think Shivya, you are meeting so many people who are into trouble all the time, isn't it? So don't you think that when you are dealing the cases with them, it's a most of them are having the emotional setbacks? Yeah, thank you for the hearts, Minnie. I don't know whether my hearts will come on this window or not, but in my phone, definitely the heart comes. So to make my grandson busy on the screen is that I show the hearts, and so many hearts comes in WhatsApp. Absolutely right. Shiva, any question or any challenge, if you can just put it here, let's put some light on it, because it can help so many people. So this platform is not for any other reason. It's a platform is to, it's just a kind of a contribution from my side. If I feel that, okay, fine, I have healed myself by observing my triggers or by observing a lot of things around me, I feel okay, it's a kind of a contribution which I'm doing it coming every Sunday. So sometimes I miss Sunday also, I become lazy or I go out, or it's skipped off from my mind. होता है ऐसे. But consciously I'm coming because I really wanted to put that value here. So do you want to share something here, Shivya? Any incident or any challenge or any one word which you think the most of the people are scared of? Is it a fear, or is it a kind of जब हमारा जो टॉपिक शुरू हुआ ओवर थिंकिंग है, या इट इज़ अ काइंड ऑफ लोनलीनेस, और इट इज़ अ any kind of a feeling, any kind of a feeling which anybody has. So nowadays matrimonial disputes and litigations has risen many fold, and I feel it is mainly because of people are not clear about their mind. Absolutely. Good you have put this question, Shivya. Thank you so much. Because today when I didn't thought कि okay मुझे क्या बोलना है, तो मेरी आदत है कि मैं हर एक पोस्ट पे एक म्यूजिक डालती हूँ. Have anybody noticed that I put a music? Because I love music. And actually, I start all my sessions with music. But from past couple of weeks, I am realizing that whenever I put music, nobody listen, and I am only jhumoing with the music. It looks little awkward. That is why I didn't put it today. Uh, so आज ना मुझे गाना क्या मिला कि मेहंदी है रचने वाली हाथों में है ना गाना. So then suddenly my thought, actually it is quite connecting to your question, Shivya, that when we get married, what do you think who is more excited, men or a woman, girl or a boy, in the marriage, girl or a boy? Yes, both, but then what do you think? Emotionally, who is more connected? Anybody can reply? Girl. Why? One word, or two words, or three words. Just type it. Why? Let me see. Boy. Yes, I said both, Magan. Both. Right? In their own ways. See, so what happens is marriage is a very, very pious thing. And when we get married, there is a apart from the societal pressure, there is an emotions which is connecting. So what happens is most of the cases, it is more a societal pressure than the emotions. We do not look at the emotion is the higher priority. So sometimes we ignore those emotions, and we are, because of the societal pressure, the marriage is very important for us, the marriage day. आज क्या पहनेंगे, क्या होगा, इतने गेस्ट आएंगे, ये होगा, वो होगा, ऐसे डेकोरेशन होगी, दिस वे वी आर गोइंग टू एंटर, दिस वे द स्कूटर विल कम, दिस वे दैट थिंग विल कम, isn't it? All those things happening. But I don't think, majority I'm talking about, not everyone, majority of the people do not think, okay, post marriage, what is it? I am visualizing the day of marriage. Am I visualizing that the just day after my marriage, what will happen? How my marriage is going to be? How my life is with my new family, new husband? Because husband, even you know before the marriage, is definitely a different all aspect when that seven chakras comes and you are getting married. There are a lot of things changes. It's not that purposely a person change. A person never change. A person is the same whom you loved, or you liked when at the time of when you said yes. It's just that the situation changes and the circumstances changes. Probably in the head, लड़के के अंदर भी आ जाता है, ओके रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बढ़ गई है, यू नो सो देन वो लव कहीं ना कहीं पे वो फेड होना शुरू हो जाता है. Matrimonial cases and litigations are all about when we lose trust in the relationship. Yes or no? That's the first thing. और trust कब lose होता है? Anybody can reply when the trust get lost. Anybody can reply here. When the trust get lost, guys, what do you think when the trust get lost in the relationship, especially? Anybody can reply here. Reply. I'm waiting. So it's very important. It's a very deep topic to talk about. A person can talk hours and hours, but I just wanted to understand that the why the trust is lost when expectations are not met. Absolutely. When the expectations are not met, that's my next question. Can you put one word here? You know, because we stop differentiating between love and a respect. Respect is there or not, because everything is correlated. We think if I love someone, I respect a person, which is not right. You are loving a person, but then you are abusing a person in front of 10 people, or you are hitting a person in the night, or you are cribbing and doing the personal attacks to each other, and then in the evening, in the night, you are together. This is not love. This is not love, guys. It means that I am losing the respect, means that I am not respecting the personal space of my partner. Because everybody has their personal space. Everyone has the personal. Nobody likes personal attacks. Do you like personal attacks? No. And that at that moment when the arguments happen or some kind of a disputes happen, we forget the feelings of the other person. That how the other person thinks. So I always tell when someone come for the help of relationship, I always say, treat a person the way you want to treat yourself. Always treat somebody else the way you want to be treated. If you want to be loved, it's a lot of expectations in the relationship, acceptance is not there. Correct. So a lot of expectation in the relationship. Why? Because you have created one image for that person. In your head, the person has to be like that. ऐसा होना चाहिए, वैसे होना चाहिए, उसको ये करना चाहिए था, उसको वो करना चाहिए था, उसको ये करना चाहिए था. Means in my head, I have created one figure of that person. That's how the expectation doesn't meet now. How the expectation doesn't meet. How the expectation has not met. Because I have created one figure of that particular person in my head. But what I have to understand here is I have to understand the other parameters also. Okay, that person also has a different feelings. That person also has a different mindset. That person has also a different world. As I always say, every person has a different mind altogether. Mind मतलब एक mind एक दुनिया. उसकी दुनिया उसकी दुनिया उसकी दुनिया. अब सारी दुनिया जो दो दुनिया हैं आपके सामने, वो दो दुनिया सोचो, दुनिया कितनी बड़ी होती है. कितनी बड़ी होती है दुनिया, बहुत बड़ी होती है. because because his reality is different from our thinking and thoughts. Correct. But उसको हम उस reality को और अपनी thoughts और thinking को हम एक platform पे ला सकते हैं क्या? This is my question to you. ला सकते हैं या नहीं ला सकते? Yes or no? ला सकते हैं? Yes or no? Only answer in this. कि can we bring that reality connecting to our thinking and thoughts? Minnie says upbringing is different. बहुत सारी चीजें Minnie, not only upbringing. Ideologies, your culture, your values, your environment, your surroundings. Yes, when we are aware and understand our thoughts. Correct. So means that we can bring that reality which is right now is looking different, we can bring it by changing your own thoughts, not other person's thoughts. Getting it? आप अपनी थॉट्स को समझ सकते हो, आप अपनी थॉट्स को चेंज कर सकते हो विद द एनवायरनमेंट. सो ओनली अपब्रिंगिंग डजंट मेक डिफरेंस. आपकी सराउंडिंग्स मेक डिफरेंस. द पीपल whom you meet makes difference. The social media post, what you watch every day makes difference. Getting it? There is lot of things which make difference. It's not one thing. There are plenty of things because plenty of knowledge, plenty of things are outside. So we need to, that's why I am telling you guys that we need to segregate. We cannot eat everything. We cannot drink everything. वोडका भी पी लो, विस्की भी पी लो, उसके ऊपर नारियल पानी भी पी लो और घी का जूस भी ले लो. You can't do everything. Getting my point? So we need to segregate. We need to create compartments. What I need to eat, what I do not need to eat. What I need to see, what I do not need to see. So now it's already 40 minutes and I'm talking, and thank you so much today. I loved it. I loved it. Are you loving this kind of a conversation? Type it in the chat box. Are you loving, guys? Are you getting, Shivya, are you getting the answer what I'm saying? Or still there is a confusion? Just type it in the chat box. Did you get the clarity? Dimple, Minnie, have you got the clarity what the conversation started and what the conversation is going on? It's very important for all of us to be together like that. In this way what happens is that we are understanding each other. Thank you, Shivya, for giving the confirmation. I will also understand that how my people around me are looking for, so that way I can create my programs, I can create my talks, I can create my upcoming webinars, right? Because it's that, as I said, that this is a part of me who wants to contribute at this point of time in my life. Correct? So anyways, thank you so much. And anybody has any questions, please do keep writing. The people who are watching this also later, please keep writing, because this will help so many people, isn't it? So now the work what you need to do is, today is the home play, is that please sit with yourself, look at your feelings, look at your emotions, just write it down and segregate. अपने विजुअल्स को कम करो, अपनी ऑडिटरी को कम करो. कितना सुनना है उतना सुनो, हर चीज नहीं सुनने बैठ जाओ. नहीं तो ये समझ में नहीं आएगा किसको फॉलो करना मैंने. सो लिमिट योर नॉलेज. क्योंकि जब जितनी नॉलेज ली है ना उसको पहले डूइंग में कन्वर्ट करो, उसको प्रैक्टिस में लेके आओ जितनी नॉलेज है, रादर देन एडिंग ऑन. देन यू डू नॉट नो व्हाट इज राइट एंड व्हाट इज रॉन्ग. बिकॉज हम लोग ये भी क्लास कर रहे होते हैं, वो भी क्लास कर रहे होते हैं, ये भी ज्वाइन किया मैंने, वो भी ज्वाइन किया मैंने, ये मेडिटेशन वो मेडिटेशन मैंने, वो शास्त्रा वो योगा क्लास, आई एम डूइंग ब्रीथिंग, आई एम डूइंग दिस, will not help you guys. Mark my words. It's not that I'm going to make you scared, but that's how the mind works. Do one thing at a time, but do with practice. Create a routine. Do it for months together. Put it in your system. Your system needs to clean up first. Then you can add things. Then you know what is right for me, where I have to step in, what I needed. Right now मेरी current situation क्या है, मेरी करंट सिचुएशन क्या कह रही है. मेरी करंट सिचुएशन हेल्थ पे कंसंट्रेट करने को बोल रही है, इमोशन पे कंसंट्रेट करने को बोल रही है, और मेरे फाइनेंस पे कंसंट्रेट करने को बोल रही है. अगर मेरी करंट सिचुएशन मेरे फाइनेंस पे करने को बोल रही है कंसंट्रेट, डू दैट. If my current situation says ki no, this time you just have to work on your studies, you have to get good marks, you have to be on your career, then just concentrate on your career. If your health is required, then concentrate on your health. So this is how you need to segregate your parameters, right guys? So if you don't have any questions, then we can wind up, and thank you so much. And before I go, I would like to tell you that on this coming 16th, which is next Saturday, is my webinar. Do not forget to come, because this time it's a totally different topic. I'm going to talk about the science behind our overthinking and lots of other things, and I think you will love it. And let's see how many people are ready to change their life and join me and come into my community. How many of you are ready for it? So thank you so much. If anybody has questions, anything, please do write. Right? Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Love you.